Hey, what's going on out there? I'm Sean Devine, and I hope you all are doing well. Today, I've got a new review for you, and it's for a library for Kontakt, and it's by Soundiron. It's called Requiem Lite, and it is a orchestral choir library. Really cool stuff in here. There are a ton of possibilities with this library. So when I say orchestral choir, don't just think it's the typical kind of choir instrument. Things are broken down, and the interface gives you a lot of possibilities for your productions, for your film work, whatever it is you do. But anyways, let's take a look at the way the library is divided. We've got divisi, or in musical terms, this is just meaning the parts are divided up into different sections. Then we have our ensemble, which is more of a group kind of choral thing. You got some effects patches that are really creative that they've done for you out of the samples. And then we have our solo. Let's do one of the woman layers. And I want to show you how the interface is set up. So really cool kind of church chamber looking interface. I like the way they've designed the graphics. So the way it's laid out, you've got two sources. So over here, you can select from source 1, and then you have your source 2 on the other side, and then you have a fade in between the two, and this is controllable via any MIDI CC. So I'm just going to hit learn, and then we'll program my mod wheel to control that. So now if I hit so we can fade between these two sources. So it gets really cool. I'm going to show you some options to use that with, but very powerful stuff. But you can go up here, and right now we're just in our vowels, so we could switch from O to, let's try Om. Pretty cool there. Now on the bottom we have our EQ. We've also got a filter section that we can use. We can do like formant type stuff. We've got a compressor. And then finally we have the reverb section. We've got a cathedral, chamber, rooms, hallways. Let's just try the chamber, or the cathedral, excuse me. So just switching back and forth between those two, really cool stuff. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the ensemble instruments. There's some cool stuff in here. Let's go to maybe syllable master, see what this sounds like. This is a pretty big library. It's like 4 gigabytes, I think, unzipped, but everything loads up pretty quickly. That's pretty cool. Let's try and release it. Pretty neat. Let's see what else we got here. How about some marcatos? Get deep on them. Let's see what else. So as you can see, you've got a ton of different options. These are just some of the marcato phrasings or syllable kind of sounds you can do. And then of course we can fade in between the two. So let's try out some of the effects. Body percussion. This is one of a really cool thing that I found in here. I could make a beat with that. And then we could probably fade in between some stuff here. Let's go to whisper chant. So pretty wild. Sounds like rain or something. Some cool atmospheric stuff there. Breath effects. Whoa. Consonant shouts. There's just so much content in here, and again, with the two sources and the effects here, tons and tons of possibilities. The other thing I want to point out is that let's just pull up another patch here. Let's go back to some of our more traditional, or let's just pick up a solo here so you can hear that. And I want to show you the effects section gets deeper than just this panel here. You can actually use the effects rack, which I think this is something Soundiron includes with most of their Kontakt instruments. So you have access to this entire rack. So we can select something like, say, let's do like a rotator. You can use that. So we'll disable it right now. So then we can put, and we can use any of the number of reverbs in this unit as well. So you got a ton of different effects. A phaser. This is a very deep library. I'll be honest, when I first was hearing about it, or when they first sent it over to me, I was just thinking it would be, kind of a straightforward choral library. And with the interface and with the effects, and also with your source fading, the options are just endless. And you've also got all of these different samples. So just in this patch alone, so you've got all those different phrasings that, again, we can fade in between and combine and layer. So a very cool library. I've been familiar with Soundiron for a good while now. They've been creating great libraries for a long time. I actually own a couple, and they land in my productions very frequently. So be sure and check this library out if you're looking for choral, very, very high quality choral samples and vocals for, film scoring, but also production. I could see myself using some of the marcato stuff or the staccato, and then those effects, that one patch with the body claps and things. I can make a beat with that alone. So definitely a lot of different uses for this. So I would highly recommend checking this out. Again, it's Requiem Lite by Soundiron. If you have any questions or comments about the library, feel free to leave them below. Let me know what you think about this, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.